You're tuned in to KEXP. We're listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle. You can find us online around the globe at KEXP.org. And very excited to have Luluc live in studio today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'd just been mentioning before we went on the air how long ago I first heard your music and I couldn't wait for the album to come out. And you're going to play songs from the new album, Passerby?
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Great. Why don't you start us off with something?
Okay. Paint a picture, play around. Look at us, we're upside down. Dazzling colors fill the page. Who could guess you are your age? All the rooms are out of place. There's me without a face. Oh, you like to write about it in your prettiest disguise. Smile, what a frown. You're dancing and jumping like a clown. You choose the best string to pull on. Then we move about to your song. Maybe fall down to your knees.
It's Luluc live on KEXP. That was absolutely gorgeous. And a song from the new album, Passerby. I'm so excited to have you live in studio. I just love the new record and the songs sound amazing live. Tonight, Luluc is playing at the Fremont Abbey here in Seattle.
Let's do this.
The sun comes in glowing on my bedroom wall. A staircase out the window, it on the floor, looking at the light and dust of pretty golden storm. I can't help but wonder, do you miss me at all? I can't help but wonder, do you miss me at all? Schoolyard blues and dirty shoes kicking round the farm, city dreams calling out, leave it all behind. Some noise above it interrupts my quiet reverie. I can't help but wonder, do you ever think of me? Sirens call out the whole day. City valleys catch the sound and turn it up again. The sweetest little bird song somehow breaks through the din. I wonder if you and I will ever meet again. I can't help but wonder if we'll ever meet again. Place now it just feels small too. How can it be that I was ever scared of loving you? It was just the time and need for rhyme in amongst the blue. I guess I could just confess I really needed you. I guess I could just confess I really needed you. I guess I could just confess I really needed you.
So beautiful. Luluc is live here in the KEXP studios. Zoe and Steve, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks very much. Yeah.
Tonight you play at the Fremont Abbey Arts here in Seattle. And I heard your music a few months ago before the album Passerby came by, right. And I came out, and I was completely hooked. And since I couldn't get the record, I went online to see what I could find out about you. And I found out that you had a record that came out about 5 years ago, and that you two met quite a long time ago. That's and right. Started playing music. Can you tell me a little bit about how you met and started playing together and that journey you've taken? It's been a long time, it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, we met many years ago in Edinburgh at the Edinburgh Arts and Music Festival. And we were both travelling, and Australians, when they travel overseas, usually go for a long time because it takes so long to get anywhere. And so we were both in, Europe and the UK for most of a year. And the first time that we kind of played together, I was showing Steve an idea and he sang a few harmonies, and we both kind of sort of stopped and said, oh, that sounds okay. And anyway, then we went back to Melbourne and we both studied for a while and worked jobs and did all sorts of other things that were just basically distractions. And then we finally kind of, got it together and decided to work on music. And we actually moved and lived in Malta and New York for 6 months in 2005. And that's when we first started sort of, seriously dedicating ourselves to writing. And then in 2007, we formed Luluc. And
that's right.
We put out our first record in 2008 called Dear Hamlin. And and this is our second album called Passerby.
What a journey it's been. Yeah. Obviously, a mutual admiration of each other's music and abilities. I read, and I admit it was an old interview, but that Zoe writes the songs, although Steve, you can write songs, but that you sort of take the critical eye and come in. Is that still, after all these years, kind of true?
That's pretty much how it works, yeah. Like Zoe's, like mutual admiration. I'm a big fan of Zoe's songwriting, and I feel like if I can, help bring something to it, edit it a little bit or just discuss it, not edit it, but like discuss it, and then, record it and help produce it. So we did the first album on our own, and then the second album we co-produced it with another producer who came on board to help out. And
that was Aaron Dessner from the National?
That's right, yeah, Aaron. It was great. We'd moved to New York to make the record, and we met Matt, who said, Aaron's a great producer, you should maybe do it with him. And then Aaron said, come and play in my studio. And before you know it, we've got this amazing producer who's so in sync with what we're about, but also brings this whole great world to our music. So we were very happy about that.
Did you record in his renowned garage studio in Brooklyn?
Yeah, he just gave us the keys. It was amazing. Like, we'd met and he was going away for 20 days. He said, look, I don't ever really do this, but here are the keys. Send me what you've done and we'll work from there. So it was an amazing time for us, yeah.
Well, what a wonderful compliment and a wonderful experience. Luluc is live in KEXP studios, and we're itching for some more music.
Okay, this song's called Tangled Heart.
In New York City, trying to find our own feet, two tangled hearts in the mise-en-scène, holding me close as we make out the streets. By the window in the afternoon, I sit and watch the kids leaving from school, little packs falling down their backs. Place on the corner is a work of art, some inviting, some pushing too hard. You find some history behind every pain. I'll always be with you. In a noisy bar the band will play. I sit and listen while a man tries to say he has exactly what he thinks I might need. Nico fills the walls to the dressing room, a foxy tale of wit is nobody's fool. He cried, why would you leave? You only just came. It's always the same. I took my lover on a bridge to the world, her light straight like a string of pearls, all that beauty from so much toil. I'll always be with you. It's the nighttime but the noise doesn't end. My sheets get twisted as I turn in the bed. I recall a dream you're living again. crazy lights will shine tonight, and all the food for all. Someone will come to take me out. Let's drink a little more. Pulled and torn, I try to work. Remember what it's for. I can't help but think about the way we were before. Torn, I try to work, remember what it's for. I can't help but think about the way we were before.
Luluc live on KEXP. Man, I'm just watching the two of you over there, and sometimes there's just these spare acoustic sounds, but then there's so much sound going on at other times. Does it take a lot of thought and sort of labor to figure out how you're going to get the exact sound that you want?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, I guess that was part of what we worked on with Aaron. You know, like I feel like Zoe's voice is there and her guitar playing's there, and really you can't stuff up when you've got that. But you know, you just try and add around that. And yeah, we put a lot of thought into how to produce this record. We really did, and we're really happy with you know, I mean, Aaron's vibe was like, let's make every song like its own little universe. Have a sound in there, and so yeah, every song's got its own treatment, and then when we get together as a duo, we sort of try and make all that magically appear.
It's just sort of incredible to watch just two of you making all that sound, and your harmonies are just gorgeous together. Thank you so much for coming in today. Do you have time for one more?
Yeah, we do. Thanks so much for having us. This one's called Small Window.
Flying over Chicago, bare trees line the white snow. Daylight fades and lines of cars flash across the night in red and gold. What a view from my small window. What a view from this small window. On the way, another new home. Looking out on the streets I'll come to know, and different faces, but they'll remind me of those I love far from here. Crystal water in a blue dream, stretching further than I can see. I try and try to swim all the way, but must learn to use my body well.
Oh, that is so nice. Luluc is live here at KEXP. Passerby, the new album out on Sub Pop Records. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks very
Our
much for
pleasure.
having us.
Thanks so much for having us.
Tonight you're playing at Fremont Abbey Arts. I highly recommend folks come out and see
Yeah,
them.
thanks.
And then you head south.
Yes.
Down to LA for
down to LA
a
for
couple
a
of
couple
shows
of days.
and then
Yep.
back to New York.
Yep.
Wonderful. And that's where you're living now in New York?
Yeah, part-time. We live there half the year and half the year in Melbourne. Follow the sun.
That's
At this
very
point.
smart.
At this
Smart
point,
and
yeah.
talented. Thank you so much. It's Luluc live on KEXP. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.